What's up, guys? Glad you tuned in for another episode. I'm up here in South Dakota picking up another utility truck. I'm up here in the, what's this place called? Watertown, South Dakota. That's the truck there. It's supposed to take it about 1,000 miles. These are real easy trucks, but I've found that they're a tad underpowered for my liking. I like to get up and go. When I see a hill, I'd like to kind of go up it at a normal speed. But these are so easy trucks, but they're real rough to drive. They're just a rough riding truck. I'll show you the other trucks. Yeah, the temperature today up here is just absolutely perfect. It's in September and 75 degrees and sun's out. It's a beautiful day. It rained last night. I stopped at a rest area, took me a quick 5-hour nap. But these are the trucks here. They have a staging lot behind this Case dealership, and they set all the trucks back here. And I don't know if they leave the keys in all of them. Let's go find out. I'm going to pick a random truck. Apparently, they leave the keys in all these trucks. Oh my gosh. I think that's kind of funny. So, when you come up here to get your truck, there's a number over the left headlight. Match that number up with your paperwork, jump in the truck and roll. And that's what I'm going to do. They said the key's in it. So with doing this type of work, you really need to get you a pedal set up to work like a Lorette ring on your tow bar, so you can hook to these. Because, I mean, look down through here. Every truck has the same hookup. I mean, it's a must. So if you hadn't seen before in previous videos, this is what I used to hook to it. I had this right here custom made to go in here. And then there's a ball that goes up in here. You latch it, and then you put these two bolts on here and this steel plate, bolt that stuff together, you're good to go. And then this is some ghetto rig stuff here. Look at this. This is technically called the twist and tape method. Yeah, that's artwork right there. But anyway, I'll show you this truck real fast. It's a basic truck. You know what's odd about doing drive-away is I never get a four-wheel drive in the wintertime. I get four-wheel drives in the summertime. Wintertime, two-wheel drives. So here's another four-wheel drive. Never get them in the winter. This truck, the insured value for this truck is $210,000. So you can only imagine how much those big ones cost that I've been moving here lately. If this one's 210, I can't even fathom what the big guys are. Here's the cockpit of the space shuttle. Automatic transmission, basic stuff. Luckily, it has an air ride seat. A lot of them don't. Clearance is 12.5. Down 29, it has you reroute it down a road and down this one road, it's kind of a back highway, and the clearance for this bridge is 12.5. Last night, as I was coming up here to get this truck, a tractor trailer made his trailer into a convertible, and it just happened not long before I got in the area, and the highway patrol had already been dispatched out to straighten the guy out and get him off the road and all that. Here's a little motor that's in this truck. It's a little feller. But on these trucks here, if you ever run one of these dudes out of diesel fuel, I'm going to show you quickly how to start one of these trucks. See how big the fuel tank is? Let's see. It's 50 gallons. And I've ran one of these out. I mean, I can't even count. But basically, this is what you do. You make sure that this guy right here has diesel in it. You don't try to start it once it runs out of fuel. You come over here to this air filter and load this dude up with starting fluid. But there is a sign. Shouldn't do that. But I don't care. You're on the side of the road, Jack. It's time to load this baby up with starting fluid. And then you run over there to the driver's side and start it as quick as you can. Obviously, you do all that after you put diesel fuel in the tank. So, and sometimes I even cycle the engine a few times by doing this. I just let it cycle. Let it set for a second. I mean, a lot of these trucks are different, but that's my standard procedure to start one of these guys back, and I'm 99.9% successful every single time, and I do get them started back within 10 minutes. So they're not too awful difficult, but hopefully this thing, it won't break down. I think the thing has 27 miles on it. But I always like looking at the front end on these. Look how large the front end is. It's a big dog. But these guys aren't known for riding smooth. I'll tell you that. Another thing I do with these utility trucks is I come and try to open every single one of these doors. Now this one was unlocked. You have, looks to be harnesses for your bucket up there. See that? I'm sure they don't give those away. So you always want to make sure and lock your door. And then I always look in all the boxes, because I'm a nosy bastard, and make sure that it looks like everything's there. So for instance, if this guy would have had 3 wheel chocks, personally I would have went and grabbed another one out of a truck and thrown it in here, because I know for a fact that there's 2 wheel chocks that come in each one of these boxes. So that means that they either lost one, left one lay somewhere, or someone grabbed it. I don't know why anybody would, but these wheel chocks, they go in these slots over the wheels. But when they're new, they have them in here. But I'll make sure and lock this door before I roll out. So this unit here has a license plate on here. I don't take these license plates off, but I do put my transporter plate on the front of the vehicle. And usually the scales, they look at that front plate and they look at your placards, which should be on the left and right of the truck. That's what they're looking for. And if you really want to take it to the next level, you could take and put a piece of tape across here. I don't know if a cop would pull you over for that, But I mean, it proves to the DOT that you're not operating on those plates because you have your other plate on the front. So I don't know. It all depends on the DOT officer. But you can see how I'm going to hook up to this guy. And I run my chains through here. I pull this pin out. Man, it's a stiffy. I wasn't looking at how I was doing it. I was trying to look at the screen. Anyway, that's how you open that jaw up. There's your plug-in. This is your other plug-in. That's about it. These trucks are pretty simple. And I got a question for you all. Do you use a paper log or do you use an electronic log? Because I've been using a paper log since 2008, and I am thinking about going and starting using electronic logs. So let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit those notifications down there. And y'all get out there and make some damn money.